Hello everybody and welcome to a commentary about a Dota game I played, where I played Pudge. This is the replay of the game. I was playing with a few friends, so I was talking on the game a lot, and I thought, well, rather have me discussing the game and what I did and how I feel about the game and what I could have done better and stuff. As you can see, I am playing Pudge, just trying to get the perspective right. It never wants to work nicely until you actually click on a few things. That's some nice Afrikaans going right there. This is on South African servers. This is probably about a 3.5k game. I'm MMR at about 2.8k, but that was like a few thousand games ago. So I do hope that I'm slightly higher. Right now, Medusa is going to be my mid, so I'm just here trying to attempt to block and maybe do a smoke gank mid and see if we can get anything done. I am talking trash to my teammates. They're telling them, go through the river, man, go through the river, I will block the creep wave, but I don't think you received the message completely. I really enjoyed playing Pudge. He's actually like my favorite hero to play. One of our teammates is going to unfortunately see his end. Or is there? Oh no, he's gonna make it, guys. He gonna make it. Oh, he lives. Amazing. I still think the Wind could have killed the Quap here if the Wind had just right clicked the Quap 2 or 3 times. I actually think 3 right clicks and or 2 right clicks and a power shot would have definitely killed Quap there. So 100% missed opportunity, I feel there. I hadn't placed myself correctly for this block before the because I was watching the fight bot. But well done on our SD not to die and actually to get out in that situation. I think that was pretty impressive. I did miss the creep block there, pretty fucked up. Big time. That's actually a huge deal. Missing that creep like that, sitting in the melee cube through first is a big deal. Looks like the Ember Spirit didn't block it all though, so that does make this slightly better. So as you can see, my camera angling is extremely bad. Yeah, I should be watching the Ember Spirit, seeing where his movements are. I only do it now if I remember correctly, and that's a bit late. You see, like I really should have done this before. I come a bit late, so I start watching. I think the chains... I think the chains would have saved them, but as you see, I try to get ahead there to block. Luckily, I do get out. I do mess up here because I didn't de-aggro the tower. Luckily, the healing salve will keep me alive, but I definitely should have de-aggroed onto the Deucer sooner to save some of that HP. Also, buying boots first might have been an incorrect play. I should have probably got the mango and maybe even another healing salve so I could continue game, because now pretty much got to go back to base. Half HP is not really much I can do. So I'm going to get a TP, get boots, and head back out to the lane. So I really enjoy playing Pudge. I think the right way to play Pudge is position 4 roamer. Lots of people try and play it mid, especially with the new patch 7.07 with the ruin hooking. It's really fun. I do it a couple of times in this game, but I don't do it often enough. I kind of forget about it. I forget it's a thing. The only problem, of course, with roaming is that levels come very slowly. And I'm still in level 1.5 at this point, and should be much higher. I should be checking my enemy's items, which I don't do often. I should do a lot more of. Check the HP, check my enemy's items. Right now I'm just like looking at the levels of my enemy team and my team, so we can see if there's any gank opportunities anywhere. I see the timber there. I don't see the Earthshaker, so I'm not sure Earthshaker, so I'm just going to get the ruin, but I'm worried Earthshaker's coming. Luckily I get the ruin before the Earthshaker stuns me and I get to get out. The double ruins now are extremely useful. Taking from my offlane is probably bad, but since they are dual laning the offlane, I think it's fine. I don't understand why this SD left bot and went top. It was really not necessary, especially since I was roaming out, and our Wind does need a support to protect them in lane, but that's the choice he made, and I'm not going to fault him that. I've had a smoke here. We could probably set up some kind of kill, but I do mess it up a little bit. Not sure if I showed there. Hopefully not. So I'm not watching the area of the map where the Ember Spirit is, so this is 100% incorrectly played. I'm thinking about hooking there, but I did not look at the timer and the creep up had already reached, so those were bad. I'm going to take quite a lot more of the tower again, and that's once again a bad thing. So far, both mediocre plays mid. The first play we got the kill at least, which was fine, but definitely wasted more than I needed to waste there. The second gank attempt, of course, being extremely bad. An illusion rune, which you can't really do much with the Pudge. I would have preferred a regeneration rune, an invis rune, a haste rune. Any other rune would have probably secured a kill here, but of course the regeneration rune doesn't actually accomplish anything. I do mess up a tiny bit with the micro here. I accidentally send the one creep in the wrong direction. Also get stunned, which is extremely bad, but if we had played that slightly better, we might have been able to get the kills and get out. A big mistake on my side, of course. Looking for an opportunity for hook here, but my camera angle once again is extremely bad. I'm gonna have to. I don't notice it in game actually. I'm gonna have to definitely check that out for future games. I should buy a healing salve and bring the items out now, so I can be on full HP for the next gank attempt. So I'm definitely misplaying this as well. For some reason I decided hooking the rune here is a better option than just getting the rune and trying to hook the Lina. I think that is of course a really bad play. I think I was just excited to try the hooking of the rune. I think this is my second Pudge game since the new patch, and I haven't had the opportunity to hook runes as often, and I've been really excited about that. As I was saying, I should definitely be bringing out a healing salve right now. I'm wasting too much time on half HP. I can't really accomplish anything, and wasting this much time on Pudge and not getting essential levels is actually really bad. I do bring out the Tranquil Boots now, but I mean by the time the Tranquil Boots reach me, the amount of regeneration I have will be too little, and I won't be able to accomplish much. Here's a haste rune. If I had the healing salve earlier and I would have been 4 HP, I could have probably accomplished a lot more with this healing salve than I do. I cancelled the hook here, as you can see, which would have definitely landed, and we probably could have killed him if I just played that better, but that's a giant mistake on my side. I shouldn't have cancelled the hook. If I had the healing salve at 4 HP and I had the I did not cancel that hook, I definitely would have got a second kill on the Ember. Instead, all I do is I feed the Ember kill, and that's of course very bad. Luckily, our Medusa does get a free lane, as the Ember does have to retreat all the way back to base, and that's good. I don't think TPing here was a good idea either, because now I do not have TP if any of my other teammates get ganked, or if I need to make a rotation or anything like that. Instead, I'm just sitting as a level 2 Pudge against a level 4 Quap and level 4 Lina. There's not much you can actually accomplish here, so it's an extremely bad play. I do see the NS TPing in, so I think okay, let's run around. See if we can accomplish anything, but I need the NS to initiate with maybe a slow so I can get a hook. Of course, they've got a ward there, which we can see on the game now because replays are glitched, but we could not see before. I do ping out that there's a ward there somewhere. Not entirely sure where. I do say to my team they're over team chat. So my win's pretty much sitting at half HP. Can't really accomplish anything. Our Night Stalker is sitting in the vicinity without anything, so we're pretty much just sitting here wasting a lot of time. I do get a knife, which is nice. It gives me a little bit of experience. Gives me that level 2. It's going to be level 2 hook now. But I'm still wasting a lot of time. If I had been there earlier, I might have been able to help the Night Stalker, and we could have maybe secured a kill on the Lina or Quap.
Money to burn.
I do call for a gank bot with the Night Stalker and the onto the Quap again. But I think Lina catches us, unfortunately, in between that, and then we mess it up. I do try and juke the stun, but I do fail, unfortunately. So we do get the kill, but once again I do tank a lot of unnecessary damage. I think the fact that we got up was fine. If I had just been in the right position, I might have been able to get a hook there, but that was extremely hopeful and there was no way that was going to land ever. So wasted a bit of a half a earned charge there, which is bad. I hate the fact that they really nerfed the side shop now for the safe lane and off laner. But the off laner I feel does suffer more from it. I'm way too short for mana, so I should actually just TP back to base, regen on mana, and get ready to go gank another lane. But instead I'm running around trying to regen the mana for a hook, hoping that we can get a killed hook, but realistically without a perma-stun or silence of some form, killing the Quap is going to be possible, and Lina will just stun and probably kill us, since they are slightly higher level than I am at the moment. This is embarrassing, a waste of time, just standing doing absolutely nothing. I guess I'm just trying to soak some experience. The enemy team has retreated. Lina and Quap are both missing, which is really weird. It looks like they both went back to base here. I just saw the Quap TP in there. I'm not sure if that's because the ward or if that's a replay glitch, but we did just see the Quap TP in. And Lina's coming out, so the Quap probably went back to base to heal, but luckily we have a ward there and we can actually now see them and we can move appropriately. I was hoping the wind would shackle him there when he showed by the trees where the wind is standing right now. We could have hooked him out and got him killed under tower. Unfortunately, the wind was a little bit slow on his reaction time there.
Worthy tribute.
More time wasted just standing around. I think I'm just pretty much soaking up experience as much as possible, trying to be in the vicinity so they don't go on our win, but I think I'm doing more harm than good. I should be mid right now where the NS is getting ganked, or the NS is ganking the ES, but I don't think I even see that. I think I'm more focused on just being around for this experience. Trying to maneuver my way to a hook position, but the creeps were so... There were so many creeps that just completely blocking thing. I'm very irritated now, as you can see. So I'm like, fuck this, let's take these losses, get the hell out of here. I want to go. I got a ward out, so that's great. So now I can ward there again. And we can see if we can use that to any possible ganks. If I get a hook on the Quap here at all, Quap will be dead. But it's very hard to get there. I do luckily get an extremely good shackle by my wind range there, which allows us to get a kill on the... I should actually go on the Lina right now, because if I can get a hook on the... I would guess wind is rather low, so it would be impossible to fight right now. One nuke from Lina and wind would probably do it. I do see another ward on the map there next to our ward from the enemies, but I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if that's an actual ward. One of the biggest mistakes, our biggest problems I find in these low MMR games is not the warding per se, and it's more the de-warding. That's pretty much non-existent in this bracket. So I TP'd to Shrine there, which was a bad play. I probably should have TP'd to the tower. If I TP'd to the tower, we might have been able to make a move. But now I've TP'd away from bot lane. We've got our wind coming to the top lane, and pretty much everyone's top, and our bot is getting taken for free, which is extremely bad. I think we do go on the Timber here and try and get a kill. But if we get him, I'm not sure. He doesn't seem to have that many charges in the armor, so he wasn't regenerating as much HP as I thought, which is pretty nice, very useful. Okay, we're in there. Do I get it? Yes, I do. Okay, sweet. There's a point later on where I actually think I hit hook a rune into a tree, and the rune becomes unattainable, which is a bit weird. I don't think that's how it was intended, but I guess we're fine. If I had just hooked there 2 seconds earlier, I would have got him, but my reaction time was rather low. I do just want to dive here, but I say no. Which was my mistake. I should have gone. I should have trusted the carry and been there, but it's fine. Like, unfortunately, Lina does bloody Laguna Blade. Press R, guys, to win. It's fun. But I do luckily pick up the return kill there, so that helps quite a bit. Now that I have level 6, if I can play this properly, I can actually get solo kills on quite a few of the heroes. But heroes like Quap can blink out of it if they're fast enough, so something to keep in mind. Check Deuce's items quickly. So I'm going bot now, looking if there's any way I can get the Quap, but the Quap being level 7 and being on 4 HP is pretty much impossible for me to kill. But I'm going to go for it nonetheless.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
This is a little bit frustrating. I mess up big time here. I hooked like a second too late. I should have just hooked immediately, but I was trying to get as much damage as possible. I'll maybe wait out the blink, but that was definitely the incorrect play. Should have just hooked immediately and hoped that the rot damage was enough. From the few seconds extra time I had with the hook holding the Quap closer to me, maybe we might have been able to secure a kill there. Trying to get some last hits here. Failed pretty bad. Pudge is a pretty slow attack animation, so it's hard. I see my wind coming, so I'm like, okay, you can have the last hit wind, but wind misses it, so it's a little bit frustrating. Now that I've got 6, I should probably be rotating more. Getting some TPs, getting ready to gank other lanes, but I'm very low on mana, so ideally I should either bring out some clarities and the TPs with the courier, or I should just get back to base and head somewhere else on the map. See some action happening top. I consider it, but with the amount of mana I have, I wouldn't be able to accomplish anything anyway. There we go. So yeah, bring out the clarities that I spoke about earlier, so they can actually start casting some spells. Unfortunately though, the only problem being that I don't have the time. I do see that it's warded there, but I don't have the time to de-ward as the Quap and Lina are going on my wind, and I don't want to let her fall, so I do try and get out as soon as possible. Quap's positioning herself extremely well there, so that the creep doesn't. So the creep blocks the thing. I was hoping for the hook to land after the creep was gone. So like I go in, I hook as the creep dies, and then the creep gets hooked and dies. I think I die here, but that's fine, as we do get a kill on the Lina. The banish was extremely bad by the ST, I think that actually kept him alive. I'm not sure if the Nightstalk had silence or not, but I'm pretty sure that we do see him there, and I am pinging, but they're very slow to react. The Nightstalk and Wind, I don't know what they were doing. 100% in the wrong direction. The pings came out early and they just didn't react in time. See my opportunity to go top, maybe get some experience, maybe get a kill, possibly get some bunny raids, that type of thing. But I think if I remember correctly, I do get gone on here, and because that I'm unfortunately forced to play in a more safe type of situation. While the rest of my team does take Lena down again and push up into the tier 2, so that's actually useful. I should have warded there, if I'm being honest. That's why I hooked the Ruin, and the Ruin's stuck in a position where I'm not sure and I can't get it. And I see the Earthshaker rotating around, so I'm like, whoa, I should get back right now. I'm pinging out the core on the Earthshaker there, trying to see if my team can respond at all. Not sure if anyone has TPs though, so it's a bit awkward. I'm not sure if he picked up the bounty or if the bounty's still stuck in that tree. Till this day, I do not know, and we will never know, so. The Earthshaker retreated from a really weird path. The fact that they can retreat top here is really shitty, and I do not like it. I'm not sure if I land this hook or not, but no, I don't. It was a pretty good attempt. Timber, I was actually way off now that I look at it. It felt much closer in the actual game. Timing was a little bit off there. Being able to pick up the Hood of Defiance is pretty good in the side shop, so we can have that extra magic resistance for the Earthshaker and the Timbersaw, of course. Immediately stun the ultimate, the Timber, and bring him in with a hook, but my Medusa does pick up the kill with her Mystic Snake. But that's good, because your mid-core getting extra kills useful. I'm showing off a bit now, just riding myself for some fun. Should probably not be doing that, but I'm doing it nonetheless. Gotta have some fun when you play the game. It's very important that you do remember that. So probably not doing too bad with 5-2 and 3. I feel I played the early game extremely bad, but I did recover quite well in the last couple of minutes, getting quite a few kills on the map. And also, though I did die for the co-op kill, we did secure the Lena kill, so it was extremely useful. We get smoked up when we are looking to make some plays. My reaction speed is extremely slow, and because of that I do miss the thing. The Timber walking back there was unexpected, and I missed the hook because of that. Very odd that he would run back, and I guess he was very confident having the Earthshaker's fissure to keep the enemy at bay. I try to hook him there, but I messed up, so I go for the Ember instead, but unfortunately did not have the mana for the Dismember, and I kind of messed it up. There's quite a few misplays from me there. The first missed hook, the second missed hook, and then the Dismember. Or not getting the Dismember in was extremely bad. Could have definitely gone for the Timber there. I think I would have been a guaranteed kill if I'd just gone for the hook when he chained away, because I did know where he would land. So that's a bit of a slow play. I call push mid there. I ping out I want to push mid and take the mid tower down. For some reason, if I remember correctly, we don't. I just can't remember why. It's a bit odd. See a nice juicy regeneration rune, bring it to myself, eat it, get full mana back. Being able to do full combos again is going to be useful. There's a massive wave pushing out bot. I would really wish one of my teammates would be there to farm up all that delicious farm, but it looks like we're committing for a full frontal push here on the tier 2 tower. I'm just gonna ping out the Earthshaker. I know he's there. I don't want him to get on us from behind, so I do call it out. But he is a bit too fast and must have vision because he got away extremely fast. He did turn and stun, so that definitely told us there was vision there, so we could play around that. Our SD is going lower, but I go for the hook on the Ember. I do get it, but I do not get the Dismember off in time because my reaction speed is horribly slow, and our Nightstalker falls off in the back. I start making my way over to where my Medusa is, as I'm worried that she's gonna get picked off after we just lost the Nightstalker, but luckily Medusa is a pretty tank here, and that's a level 13 Medusa. That's pretty farm too, so it's very good. She does blink away, but that's fine. She goes for Bounty Rune, which I think was bad play. I'm not entirely sure if that's right. I wanted to go for the stun there, but unfortunately I just couldn't make it in time because the Medusa did walk in front of me. But luckily the Corpse Blink seemed to be on cooldown, or What? Was it on cooldown or was it just no mana? I don't know. But anyway, that was extremely bad Echo Slam by the Earthshaker, so that's really good for us. And our Ember is in our vicinity with Timbersaw. That's a little bit scary, but we fight to the death and luckily get the kill on the Ember. Timber starts chasing me down, but he misses every single skill of his that he has, so that makes it extremely easy for me to get away. And we turn as soon as the moment's right and chop. Time to kill the Timbersaw. Pretty easy play against the Timbersaw. I think he misplayed extremely there. Don't know how the Shadow Demon got the kill there, but that's still fine. Prefer the Shadow Demon having the kill, not having the kill at all. Understanding when to go in and when to turn, when to retreat is very important skill set to have in Dota, and something I'm still working on. I do retreat quite often when I don't need to, and I do go in quite often when it's a bit of a risky call, but you know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That was one of those lucky times where we actually got the kill on the Timbersaw. I did think he was diving a bit deep there. We had a shrine close by that I could have probably reached. He probably thought I was going for the shrine, and that is the reason he went in the direction that he went, but very interesting call nonetheless. I see he stuns me. I don't get this hook on him. I go for a blind hook of destiny right here, but I decided to cancel it because I'm not sure which way he ran. There were two options for him to run, so I don't want to waste the hook mana as we are busy regenerating slowly but surely with the Void Stone. I see 2 bot going on the Night Stalker, and I realized we should probably get mid and take that tier 2 down, which we didn't get to do because of the massive team fight. But there's still a long way to go with the Creeper, so I think, okay, let's get some Bounty Ruins and get closer to those that Aetherlanes. I don't know why I pinged that. That's weird. Interesting call. I see my Medusa getting gone on by Timber, so even though I really want to push mid, and I've been calling it for a while now with the pings, I decided to go top and help Medusa out. Not that Timber could do anything to scare her, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want my Medusa to die. Pretty easy basic hook there. Kill the Timber, and Ember shows up. Unfortunately, I do not have the mana to use anything. I also don't have the skills as they're both on cooldown. I don't think I needed to use this Dismember there to kill the Timber, actually, now I think about it. I probably would have killed the Timber without it. We're treating a bit as no mana and low HP, and there is an ES in the vicinity, and I don't necessarily get stunned and killed. So I'm just retreating a bit. I do want to push this as the Earth Spirit did waste his ult, but we do decide to retreat.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
I'm busy using the courier. That's extremely bad courier micro right there. Like, I wasn't paying attention to where my team was on the map, and I was too focused on getting the courier to the secret shop, but I think I wasted too much time. As I said before, Pudge is extremely fun hero to play. Once you've played him once or two, then you like basically understand how the hero works. It's extremely fun to play. I do recommend him for newer Dota players. This is a good, fun way to get into the game. I'm going to take a few hits on the tower here. Only one. That's nice. I really want to push down this tower like really bad, but it's very difficult with us. Me and ST are not tower pushers, so we can't really push down the tower, and the whole enemy team is alive, so it's extremely risky. I do get the Lina here. I do chomp her, and she does die. So that takes care of the Lina. I then go for the Timber, but his pure damage is a bit much. But I go for it nonetheless. I do believe in myself, and I do believe in the power of the Pudge. My Medusa did fall, so I was extremely worried here, as that is our highest DPS here and our highest everything here. My Swart won't activate for some reason, but it's interesting. It's fine. If I just waited a few seconds to have the Dismember up, I probably could have killed the Quap here, but I luckily get it up in time, and I also get to heal up fast enough. Get the kill on the Quap, get the kill on the ears. Beautiful double kill there for me. It makes me very happy. After getting the Lina, that's 3 kills in a row, and I'm feeling extremely good about myself right now. 8th lane is complete. Hood Defiance up and getting ready to build that pipe. My team is dying, but I really can't do much by going there. I could get one-shotted by Lina, Ember, or Timber with any skill. So I want to get out, I want to go heal up, and I want to get ready to build the rest of my next item, which is of course going to be a Blink Dagger. Lots of people do prefer to rush the Blink Dagger on the Pudge. I find getting more survivability items like the Hood, like the Aether Lanes for the extra length, and the Hook is a bit more useful, and you still get a reasonably decent time blink if you do it properly, so it's not like it's the end of the world. There we go, got my blink. My Medusa wants to push top, so we're on our way. Very low on mana once again. Like, I think building some form of mana regeneration on maybe like a use, maybe a use, I don't know, maybe a urn is good. The new urn is extremely good. As you guys can see, that's Ember on the screen there. I could not see that, of course, because that was not showing. That's a replay glitch. Quite a few of those things where you can just see things on the map that you should not be able to see. I see the guy going for the thing. Dismember, get it. He's not going anywhere. Boom, just like that. But he gets away. The Timbersaw gets away. That was unfortunate. I thought my Deuce was definitely going to have that kill, but unfortunately not. Makes us chase him into the trees, which is a little bit unfortunate, of course, because definitely wasting a lot of time and a lot of our heals and mana. Making some space before his death, which is well played by the Timber. I saw the quap there for a second by the NS. I don't know if I called it out. I see it now. Might not even be paying as wild attention to the minimap as I am in this recording or this replay of the game. Now we don't want to take this tower. I want to just do some tip damage from a distance with my wind and my Deucer, and then if anyone comes up, we'll just go for some hooks and see what we do. I mistimed that hook completely, and unfortunately Ember does get away. It's a little hard to know because you never know how many chains or how many hits he's going to do, so you're kind of like in a situation of, oh, that was an extremely lucky use I got there. They actually used me to safety, which was extremely useful. So get the quap quickly, go for the Lina, but unfortunately Lina is a little bit fast and I do not have the sustainability to survive against this tower. Timber goes for me, but I do luckily blink out just in time and get away. Yes, but I backed a little earlier. I think that was a bit bad. I probably could have guaranteed the kill if I just committed there. But I was very scared of the ears, so I went top to go on that Timber again. Timber seems to be slightly under-leveled, so this might be a good opportunity for us to go for it. But unfortunately, they have so many stuns that they do just stop my Dismember and the to get away. I feel NS should have came and made a play. He's pretty much sitting on full HP with all his mana and all his spells, so very, very bad call from the Night Stalker to retreat there. I think if he had just come with one silence or one void, we probably killed the Timber, and that would have then made the trade much more worth it than what it currently was. Lina was also low enough that we might have been able to get an additional kill, possibly. Some super damage output there from the Timbersaw. Dropped our NS and our Shadow Demon extremely low. I think if the Wind Ranger had used Power Shot a little earlier, he probably could have got the Ember and got out as together. But it's difficult to say. In the heat of the moment, you make calls that aren't always correct, but you think they are. I want to push mid. I see the quap. I see that she's projecting which quap is real and which quap is the illusion. So I jump there, quickly eat the real quap, get her in. But unfortunately, we do not have the follow up to kill her. Should have waited a few seconds, maybe my NS got there in time. But I'm pretty sure the quap would have blinked out before the NS TP completed. Maybe SD gets the banishing thing and then Nightstalker can get the silencing, but I don't think so. I want to go and look for binding runes as I'm trying to get my next item as soon as possible, but I don't. I see there's a beautiful Earthshaker just sitting here, so I'm like, oh, free food. I'm not going to say no, guys. I'll take free food in there. He does get a few stuns, but he doesn't unless the ST does get. ST takes quite a few of my kills in this game. I actually never noticed that until now. Not that I mind too much. So winning the game is more important than having a high KDA. Although having a high KDA does feel awesome, I must say. One thing I can't take up. I do is she's going to go split push top, so we try and make as much space and get the creep wave push in mid, so that there's no backdoor protecting that tower. With the heroes that have Timbersaw Lina, they can very, very quickly clear the creep wave, and that's of course bad. I don't know how I feel about the Deucer out there. I think we could have saved that and taken the tower and still gone mid with it and taken mid and gotten racks probably, but once again, difficult to say at the moment. Very bad hook there by me. These next few hooks, I'm trying to get hooks up here, are extremely bad. I'm not position myself correctly on the camera at all to know where the hooks are, and I missed quite a few people that kind of standing still, so it's a little bit embarrassing, but that's life. Like right there, it was a perfect opportunity to get a nice hook, but I threw it way too obvious. Like I needed to anticipate some form of movement, but I didn't at all. Making my way down to get bounty runes. I want to see if I can get the 2 bounty runes, then get my pipe out to me as soon as possible. As the pipe's going to mitigate a shit ton of the damage from the Lina, Timber, and Earthshaker. I guess Quap, but I think Quap is doing pure damage at this point. I'm not entirely sure. But nevertheless, having the pipe will be extremely useful for the entire team. So I want to see if I can do that. I'll need to get an uphill hook here so we can push, but my last few hooks have been extremely bad. I mean, a bit hesitant because of it now. Now I'm wasting a lot of time. But I got the dismember off there. I probably would have been able to kill the Quap, but I did mess it up. But not that it would have mattered, as the fissure would have stunned me immediately anyway. So it might have been a good thing. I get here, pipe my team so we can start pushing, and I just want him to start to ship damaging the tower as much as possible. I don't want to dive or anything like that. My Night Stalker does seem to have other ideas though. I'm just waiting here patiently. I want them to do some damage on the tower. The 2 ranged heroes. We got 3 ranged heroes technically. And then see if we can do anything. And once again, I messed up the dismember a second time. I don't understand. I think it's because of the positioning of my camera that I'm actually messing up. But luckily, my NS and my Wind Ranger do pick up the kill on that. Remember, I die here, but I try and take someone with me. No, unfortunately not. Deucer does come clean up, maybe. Deucer gets a nice clean up kill on the Quap there. It was very, very close. If I had any other item of survivability or any way to block any of the stuns possibly, I might have been able to kill all 3 of those heroes and get out. It was extremely, extremely close. But they have a lot of stuns in their team, and it does make it extremely difficult to go on anyone. Quap can awkward me at this point. Lina can stun me, Ember can chains me, Ursha can fissure me, echo me, W me, and luckily Timbersaw does not have a stun, so that does help. The ES did solo pick off my Wind there, which I do find a bit odd. I mean, when should I win one and be able to get out of that situation? I'm building Blamer now because that last fight made me think that this might be the right choice, as I was just like a few 100 points of damage away from being able to kill the entirety of their team, and that would have been extremely useful. So if I had a Blamer on the last fight, they all 3 would have definitely died because they would have killed themselves on the Blamer, as long as I got to activate in time. See if on my team is and no one's farming, is like laying up, so I'm like, let's go get some farm. See my SD come. And I want to push this lane up now. So I pinged for my team. I want to take the shrine and then go get Roshan. That's what I pinged on. I do ask for this, but for some reason we decided not to. And I think that was one of our earlier mistakes we made, one of our bigger mistakes. We should have definitely gone for the tower shot as soon as possible. It looks like there is a Shadow Blade on the east, so that's something we should keep in mind. I don't think we have detection at all for it, which is really, really bad. Tried to save my Wind there and got pretty close, but the tick damage from the Quap was a little bit too much for us to get the save. I do see the Quap. I'm gonna go try to get the bite. To get the bite, followed by the silence from the NS, easy kill. We should be either pushing now for Rax, or we should be getting that shrine and getting ready to take a Roshan, but it seems for some reason we're not, and it looks like we're getting ready to do a bot push. I'm pinging once again. I want to take shrine. I'm asking my team, we need to take the shrine and get the Roshan up as soon as possible. We have the advantage for the next pipe. They're saying it's not necessary because the Quap is down. I don't 100% agree with that call, but you know, Dota is a team game, and sometimes your team's going to make calls that you're not going to agree with, but you're going to have to go in anyway and commit with the team. Looking for the ES, I'm worried about the ES breaking my dismember from a range game, so I'm trying to not go in too deep. But at the same time, I do also, of course, want to not leave my team solo while I stand back. Maybe I could have been in there with pipe and might have saved the SD, I'm not entirely sure, but it's a hard call to make nonetheless. Looks like I'm just going around getting boundaries. I'm not sure how many boundaries I got this game, but it's a good amount. Nice arcane win for Pudge is always good, and more hooks more often. Just remember, we do see the Quap. We see the Quap. We should get out, but I think my Deuce actually calls the fight, so we do go in. I get the ES, but the ES goes invis immediately, and I do not have detection. And now, because I used Rot to try and find the ES, I did not have blink, but the ES had, of course, already retreated quite far. I'm rooted up here, stunned up here. Stunned again. Try and get a dismember off to kill him, but I didn't even get to activate my blade mode, which was really, really bad, and probably critical turning point right there where I didn't activate the blade mode. The fact that I didn't get to kill the the ES with me was extremely big. I'm pinging once again. Let's take Shrine. Let's get Rosh. I really want to take Shrine and get Rosh because I think if we get that, we can push more securely and more confidently without having to worry about our Deuce dying and not having that massive DPS output. As Deuce is the only pusher we kind of have on the team. I guess NS can do quite a good amount of damage, but at the moment he hasn't built a pushing build. I'm wasting a lot of time. I'm checking my own teammates, but I'm not checking the Ember and the Timber who are mid items, which is what I should have been doing. So that's a big mistake by me, actually. Wasting way too much time worrying about what my team's doing and not enough time worrying about what my enemy team's doing. Something every Dota player, when they start, struggles with, and it's a hard habit to break, and something I definitely need to work on for the future. Me and my Medusa, we're having a conversation about what item we should go next. He's already bought the Maelstrom, so I was like, maybe we should get you a Majonda, but he thinks the Scotty is better, as he does have the Ultimate Orb already, and I think that was the right choice in the end. Finally, we start making our way over to the shrine, which I wanted to do earlier, so we can get ready to set up a shot. Asking for my SD to get some wards out, if I remember correctly. I'm not entirely sure, so I do want to be able to see people. Like dust. Anyone have dust? We know he has invis. Why is there no dust? But I'm partly to blame because I didn't have dust either. So I do jump in a little bit crazy there with the blade mail blink. But missing all these spells, of course, is extremely bad. We luckily get the Timber, which I think was very lucky, but he's up in 4 seconds again because he must have just got his Bloodstone, so that's extremely bad. I'm watching the Quap thinking maybe there's an opportunity for Blink this moment, but Quap is pretty far, and I do see the Timber coming back in after his 4-second respawn. So I see the Timber, I get there, I get ready, I chomp him. Deuce's damage output's enough. Hook shot, dead, and he's down. Well, not hook shot, hook in this case, but yes, hook shot, one of my favorite abilities in the game, considering it's pretty much just like hook, and Pudge and Clockwork are two of my favorite heroes to play in the game, so because of the hook, essentially. I see Ember Spirit there. I know I can't fight him, not as I am now. The flame got up, but I do make the call to go in. My Deuce does chase, but luckily, unfortunately, I did get chained, stunned, and with the Lina there, the Cop there, and the Ember there, and it's just the two of us, I do say let's get back. Once again, I'm waiting for us to get that shrine. I want to really get that shrine so that we can get the shrine and get the wash. My Deuce asked me for the camps very, very close to Scotty, and I said it's no problem. The core getting farm, of course, is always more important. Very difficult thing to get used to because people play, especially in our SSOs, you'll notice people play extremely greedily, and there isn't a lot of teamwork unless it's a 5-stack or a bunch of friends that actually know each other. Play solo pubs, you're going to have a hard time. The new lifesteal talent by Pudge is kind of useful. Let's make swatting more viable in the early game. See the pipes activated. I should have used a little bit more watt. That could have negated most of what damage. We go for the wash now, and often without taking the top tower, which I'm a little bit upset about. I clearly said I want to take the tier 2 first, but team makes a call. You just gotta believe, guys. You gotta believe. I get the haste. I go on a little scouting thing. I see the ES and I go on it. Unfortunately, the entire team is there and I get gone on, but luckily for me, I do have a blade mail, and that does save me from a lot of the damage, as the people are a bit too scared to fight me. I don't have a chomp at the moment, so that's a little bit sucky, so I can't get the kill on the Quap, but I'm hoping the hook and rot damage will keep me alive long enough. The haste rune, of course, make me extremely easy to dodge any of the Timbersaw's abilities. I see the lean in the back, and I really want to go no, but I got hit by the stun. Because I'm in bad positioning. I'm trying to get a hook in, but there's like 18 illusions and people in front of me, so getting that hook on the Timber is pretty much impossible. I'll try and backtrack, see if I can get it from the side, but there's no hope. He's already too far. As you can see on the minimap now, there is a ward there scouting us out, but we did not have that ward before when I went on the ES, so that's why they could easily counter my initiation. I'm like, let's take tower. I want to get the shrine, so I can't TP onto it. But the shrine is down, so it's really not a thing to worry too much about right now. Our win does come though with his ultimate, and that makes us make short work of this tower, and we can make our way mid with the Aegis, hopefully. Possibly not. Nope, I'm greedy. I want that money, guys. I see all that money, and I'm going for it. I mean, that is a lot of money. You guys can't deny it. That's like 600 gold. That was like 600 gold almost. I would have been an idiot not to go for that 600 gold. Get some more bounty runes. Bounty rune number 9,000 for the game. little bit of a slow part here while we get ready to make our next decision about what to do. We're still taking Rush. I should have probably been there to protect the team, but with the wards we had up and the fact that they are playing rather safe in anticipation for our push, that I thought it should be fine if we leave that. My deuce is a bit far, a bit solo. I'm slightly worried about that. I do want to get there as soon as possible. I feel like Ember was doing a really bad job this game of going for split pushing. You should have been teaming to lanes and clearing the waves out and teaming back, remnanting back to base. Keep the waves pushed out so that we can't push like we are, but pretty hard game if you're behind and you need to catch up. So I messed up a hook completely there, like really easy hook, just needed to time it slightly better. It was like a 1 second, I just needed to be more patient, I would have got that no problem. Looking for some hooks here, but my camera angle is so bad, if I get anything it's just pure luck. I get the chomp off on the Ember, which is good, and lucky I do get to activate the blade mob, but not in time to counter the damage, so the Ember does unfortunately get away. Camera positioning here once again very, very bad. I'm trying to like run around so that he doesn't use any of his abilities, but I can pretty much just chase him down. He gets away because he's a Timbersaw and he has the world's largest, longest chain you ever seen, but I did keep him far away from the rest of my team so the rest of my team could push easily. I can send him out of the backpack into my item slot, so it's on cooldown right now, but now we do have the 500 pure damage, blink and a hook, so that's always fun. Once again, I'm having my Watt activated, so I physically can't hook, and that is extreme problem because I probably could have got a few kills. They have so much control with the Yules, stuns, silences that using this member to get kills is extremely hard. I go for like a blind hook there, praying. Unfortunately, don't get lucky. Decide to push while the Ember and the Earthshaker is down. Once again, I push the Watt button there instead of the hook button, which was a big mistake by me. Once again, I go for the thing, but they just have so much control on their team that it's extremely hard for me to do anything. And luckily, we do get the kill on the Lina though, as she used herself instead of using me, which was probably a mistake. Sets up all our stuff. Queen of Pain blinks in here, which is really dumb. I don't understand that call at all, and she just dies. I think I want to go bot now and take the bot tower to get megas. They only have Ember and ES, but at the same time Ember and ES is enough to deter the push for quite long. Not having detection for the Earthshaker entire game is extremely bad on my part, and I should have definitely had sentries and dust at some point, so I'm 100% to blame for that misplay. We do luckily get the kill on the ES though. He does go in a bit solo on our extremely overfarmed Deucer, which is slightly suicidal, but that's how life is. Trying to get the Timber here, but it's pretty hard to get the Timber because you can just chain away. Or in this case, just 100% run away. I don't want to go in. I will die to that new fountain damage. It's too much. It's just too much. At this point, I think we pretty much run the game, so we're just gonna push it in. Maybe. Yeah, they're the enemy calls GG, and that's the game. Pretty basic Pudge game. Lots of early game mistakes made. Mid game pretty good, late game also kind of like bad, not positioning myself correctly for hooks, and very slow on the dismember reaction time. So, but that's just how it is. Sometimes you're going to play games where you play amazingly well, and other times you're going to have games you play average, and that's just one of those games. It's going to be average. I go for the Quap again, the Lina with the thing, but I get silenced immediately by Quap, I assume. Pretty long range on that silence from the Quap. I'm actually extremely surprised the Quap can even silence that far. I didn't know she could. At this point I do have 4,090 HP, so dying is extremely hard, especially with 27 stacks of Flesh Heap. Magic resistance of course helping quite a lot. Waiting for my TP. I want to go to base, I want to sell something, I want to buy something. This is all planned, guys. Sell the Aether lanes, put the boots back in, buy the heart, boom. Regenerating 400 HP per second. I unfortunately will not make it back to the ancient before the end of the game, but that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this commentary about the Pudge game, and I'll play it. Not that I played it super well, but quite a few interesting plays, some good plays, and especially like the mid fight against the Quap and ES. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all guys in another episode one day.